Hi everybody, Tim Off here, bringing you a first look at Dread Nautical. It's a game from Zen Studios. It's a game that we actually got a review code from them for, and thank you Zen Studios for sending us a review code. We've had this for about a week now, and I've been playing for a few days leading up to this release. I actually recorded a video yesterday, but there was no sound from the game in the recording, so I'm going to do this over. But we're going to look at this, take a look at this together. I'm going to show some details about the game and then do a quick play to show some more details. With that, let's get started. Alright, so this is your basic menu. You can start a new game, and there are 3 slots to start the game with. And I'm going to continue my game. Some of the extras you can do here is you can view the credits, cutscenes, hints, and the codex, which goes over some of the enemies you fight in the game. I'm going to continue my game, which I'm playing to my next deck, because there's multiple decks. I think I read 20 decks in the game. Yeah, the Nintendo site says traverse all 20 decks to unlock the mysteries of hope, which is the name of the ship. So this is where I'm at now. I've gone through the first 3 decks. I'm going to go to the 4th deck, and I actually did the first 3 decks quite a few times, trying to unlock tomes to decipher some characters I don't know, or some text I don't understand. So, and you'll see that more when I get in the game. And in fact, actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to my screenshots, because I got some details here I didn't want to forget that I wanted to share with you guys. So starting with the showing the save slots that I was talking about, you can do that. And then there's the different difficulties. Basically what happens in the game is you go through each deck, and when you get to the end of the deck, you die. And however much difficulty you want to add to the game is what will basically give you the amount. Basically, whatever difficulty you choose will determine what happens when after you die and go back to your cabin or your sleeping quarters. I chose normal just to get a feel for the game and get I like more for the story factor with some gameplay. As you can read here, there's the harder stuff. In fact, I'll hide the screen here. There's harder things that happen. Basically, if you die, you lose some things, and then insane is when you die, you lose everything and start over from scratch.
Come here, gorgeous.
This you get to choose from 4 characters to start with. I chose Mirage here, and each character has certain abilities that they bring when you use them. Again, I chose Mirage. So, and I don't know if you meet any of these people when you go on board, but Mirage is certainly unique, and I haven't met any of those other characters yet. This is just my sleeping quarters and how I start off, and it gives you some training in how you move, and it moves kind of like it's basically a tactical based strategy game, role-playing game. I haven't played either of these games, so I'm not sure, but I've seen people play it, so it reminds me of what I've seen people play for Mario and Rabbids and XCOM. So it's that type of gameplay, I believe. Let's see.
Name's Jed.
There's Jed, who's one of the first characters you meet.
It's nice to meet you.
He's a little suspicious to me, though, because
Let's just say
he's always there, and he's sending me up the elevator to go on each deck. But basically, when I get to the first deck here, this is an example of day 1, deck 1. It tells me I have to scavenge for things. And it also gives me some more training on how much inventory space I have. As you can see here in the bottom part of the screen, I have 3 slots open and 3 slots locked. The 3 slots I have open, I have a a pipe in there. In a little bit, I'll show you you can also upgrade these weapons. You also have an infinite amount of use of your fist, but it doesn't do that much damage. And then that yellow box here to the left of the fist is where you can actually put armor type things or things you can wear. And then right to the left of that yellow and black box is Mirage's abilities. So, and her abilities are one I think adds health to the group, and the other does something else. I know the health one because I think that's the one I use the most. Oh, and sorry, to the right of your inventory, there's the ability is the ZL plus Y to look at your map, and B is to switch from free roaming to tactical roaming. And then it automatically switches to tactical when you get ready to battle. And I think some of my screenshots show that. So like this one shows going from combat and tactical mode. You go around and you search things that give you the ability to search things, and you pick up scraps and runes. The scraps you can use towards updating your weapons and gear, and runes will also help you update some abilities that you have, such as the ability to heal people or add more health to yourself. I think that's what it's mainly for. Let's see. This is when I was talking to Jed some more. Okay, this is an example of where I was updating the weapons and or gear. In this case, I'm updating the pipe. I have a pipe on the left side. You can see my weapons is a pipe and pocket pistol. On the right, you can see when I've got the pipe highlighted, it shows you what I can do with it. If I press A, I can fix it after use. So going back on the left side, you can see there's, with the pipe, there's, looks like an explosion icon next to it with 25. That means how many hits I can get, how many hit points I hit for with that. Next icon is like a broken hammer that has 11 to 14. 11 out of 14 hits. That means my weapon will break after I use it 14 times. And then, so that means if it does break, then I go back to the right side and use the Y button, the A button to fix it. And I have to pay 12 scraps. In the upper right hand corner, you see I have 58 scraps. 12 of that 58 is what I'd be using to fix that pipe, to use it, to keep using it or repairing it. But there is an ability to pay less. However, the less you pay, the more likely you will ruin the weapon when you try to fix it with less scraps. So, and it gives you a percentage. Like, for example, if I pay for 12, I'm paying 100% of the scraps to fix it. That's 100% less likely for me to break that when I fix it. Again, if I pay with 6, then there's 50-50 chance that I'll break that pipe when I'm trying to fix it. So there's some of that nuance there. The Y button in this case is I can add one more hit point and add 10% hit damage, I guess. That actually, I don't know what that symbol is, and I'd have to look that up in the legend. I don't remember what that is. The exclamation point, if you look at the weapon on the left for the pipe, the exclamation point means critical hit. It's a 5% chance of getting a critical hit. And you can see it can increase depending on the weapon. A lot of details here. So let's see, go on to the next screen. This is talking about the repair chance. Again, with the 100% or not. When you leave to go to the next deck, you can get your character's loadout ready. And when you find more characters to add to your team, you can get them ready as well. You can also swap their weapons when you get onto the floor and you stand next to them. You can give them a weapon. So if they just go out with a pipe, you can give them one of your swords if you pick up a sword, if you got 2 swords. In my case, I did that. yesterday. Let's see. This is again going over the map. This is example of the runes I have to unlock, or the text I have to unlock with the runes I collect. Sorry, the tomes I collect to unlock this text. Reputation. This is when you meet people on the decks and you have to convince them to come join your team. They either will join you right off the bat or they will need some time to think, and you have to kind of build up your reputation with them. In the case that when we start the game, I know Bill, and Bill is on my team, and I had to build up my reputation with him. This is an example of me using the gun and the enemy in the movement in the game, the tactical movement. So the gun is a ranged weapon, so I don't have to move very far. And then I got a certain amount of actions that I can do with each of those weapons. So, and this is again showing that I have to repair this weapon. Oh, and going back to that, when you destroy an enemy, you get to a certain point, or after you killed them, they have loot that you can pick up from them as well. There's the sleeping quarters details. This is me moving around. This is when I found the pirate weapon. Yep, the cutlass. So, and I got 2 of those now. It actually helps me move silently, and I can sneak up on people as long as they're not looking at me or hear me open a door. Not people, but monsters. This is to show that you can recycle weapons and use, when you recycle them, get more scraps. In this case, I was gonna recycle the pocket pistol and upgrade the pirate cutlass because I liked fighting more melee style, especially with the sword. So in this case, I would get 72 scraps if I recycled it, which I did. Boosted, if you see in the upper right hand corner, more of my scraps, and have 157, which allows me to upgrade my cutlass some more, which I believe I did. Let's see. This is me sneaking up on one of the monsters, just moving a couple of spots and then changing or allowing them to take their move. They didn't hear me, so they didn't take a move. So now it's my action, and then I'm gonna do a sneak attack. And it was basically an instant kill in this case. This is an example of a deck floor plan. I actually got through all of these. Normally, each of those rooms are dark until you walk into them because you can't see them. But this is a shot of the floor plan of that particular deck I went on. And there's the last part in the aft area, or the back area of the boat, that will unlock if you can get a key to that area. And deck 3, I got a key, and I had to do a boss battle there. And this is to show that the weapons have rarities. I guess if I got that right. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Magic the Gathering. But blue, if you look at my pirate cutlass, it's blue. It's a rare weapon. And then the school paddle is green and it's uncommon. And then I have gear, it's a life jacket that's gray and that's more common. So that gives you an idea of, it's kind of like I said Magic the Gathering, but you can also, you get that same thing in Fortnite. Different rarities for the weapons. You can update sleeping quarters, and if you look over here in the level 3 in the upper right corner there, that bluish greenish level 3, that's your workbench where you can actually upgrade your weapons. You can actually also upgrade the workbench as well. This is showing my loadout, which also shows my armor, which is the life jacket, which gets 12 hits, helps protect me that much. So that's the end of my screenshots. Let's jump right into the game here. But basically, I wanted to give you an idea of those things that I might not catch while I'm playing the game. So I wanted to give you guys those things. And this is day 10. As I said before, I've been grinding some of the other decks. Unlocked deck 4, but I haven't gone to deck 4 yet. And through doing some more grinding on deck 3, I was able to get Bill to come join me in my area, which once I wake up here, which I'll say during loading times are long. Coming back, not so much. Going to a floor, you'll see in a minute when I go to a floor, it'll be about a minute long.
I don't want my weapon to break when I need it most. I better fix it.
So, yep, this is just telling me I need to fix my weapon. Let me make sure. Go in here. I got, actually, yeah, this particular item. My sword needs to be fixed. So see, that's the 36 at 100% I'm paying to have it fixed without any errors. So, and I'm not going to upgrade anything here. I am going to fix my life jacket though. My armor. So I got that done. All right. Now let's go over to the new thing that I didn't have a screenshot of, which is the occult training. Go here, read some of the books. In fact, Bill gave me one of the books, and I can go in here and update my health and such. I don't think I can right now because I can only go to as high as level 2. So you are kind of gated there. Yeah, I can't do that there. So go out of there. We've talked to Bill before, but you can go talk to people here. I can go talk to him, but I already know what he's going to say. They're all about to talk about the same thing, which is be careful up there. Don't trust anybody or listen to people because they might be crazy, and help them out. The people that you run into, not the monsters. All right, so we're going to add Bill to our group. And he's got one of my swords that I handed him out on the field and a pipe, so he's good there. And yeah, I think he's still good here. Let me check his weapon. Nope, he's good. Okay, so let's go out there. We're gonna actually go to floor 4. I've never been there yet. As you can see, I haven't updated any of the tomes there, or the text there from tomes. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing it right. I never looked it up, but tomes, the books that I need to decipher these. I believe they're called tomes. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. But here's the loading thing I was talking about. For whatever reason, it takes about a minute to do it because I timed it. And it was about maybe 58 seconds. Probably give or take a couple seconds. So, but you can sit here and look at these. These look pretty cool. This game is only one player, and it is $20 on the eShop as of right now. It did launch on the 29th, so it should be available for you to get. And especially if you like tactical games, I think you would enjoy this one. Hopefully you guys are getting a good idea of what this game is about, and get a better idea as soon as we jump into here. Again, it's you get through each floor and you die, and then you end up back in the area that we were just at, in the sleeping quarters. And again, I'm playing in normal, so I don't lose anything or anybody. But you can make it harder if you want. All right, new objective, intentional short circuit. The desire to sound the foghorn is overwhelming. Succumb to this need. Discover what is in store. So right now, it says something about an intentional short circuit and then sound the horn. And then sound the horn is what, when you go to sound the horn, you die. It's very interesting way of doing things here. Leaky propane tank. Oh, I forgot I was gonna scrap the paddle to get more scraps. Oh well, I'll just have to take it back with me. All right, so I'm going to take that, and then I have the option to exchange items. Using my D-pad, I can move around to my different items down here, or go to my jacket, or go to other things here. But let's see. Do I want to get rid of the paddle yet? Leaky propane tank. Do I want the leaky propane tank? Let's find out what that does. Let's exchange. All right, so we'll close this window. Now move into the next room. And before I go in there, I'll show you the map real quick. ZLY. So here's the floor plan. I haven't gone through any rooms, so I can't see any of the other rooms until I've gone through it. And from what I can tell, this generates a new floor plan every time I go to it. So definitely it's different every time you go to it. So let's get to it. A roller. This is a new creature for me, so this will be interesting. Ooh, somebody's getting hurt here. Let's get in here and try to help. Let's blow this sucker up. Let's try that. Oh, I don't have enough action points. I only have one, so I'm gonna end my turn. Oh, she's...
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. All right, so we got that. Let's see. Now let's see if we can use that. Oh. Okay, cool.
Just a big ass cockroach is all you were.
Okay. 100 points. That's probably a way... That's a lot of overkill, probably. Alright, got some scraps. But this is one area that I noticed before that you need to have something to open it with. So... let's check out this door. I can't open it. I know I can't, but something is missing, and I haven't learned what that is yet. Probably have to...
I wouldn't give to feel safe enough to do some reading. You ever read any comics? They've always been a great escape for me.
What's on your pull list? I'm at the shop every Wednesday. Comics are for children.
What's on your pull list?
I don't read anything, really. But I relate the most to the ones with tragic backstories. Especially murdered parents and uncles. I got both. I should be a superhero.
Nice. Alright, let's see if we can convince her to join us yet.
Cruising for a bruising has never felt so literal.
Of course, I didn't ask her yet, so... It's just building up that reputation, and I imagine that once I unlock all 3 tomes, or runes, or text, with the tomes on this deck, that this might unlock. But I haven't successfully done that yet, so let's see. Come on, dude, I'm trying to... There we go, okay. Now let's see, I could go back a room and see what's next to that, which I'm sure would be interesting. Might be something cool to find.
Come and get us, you nasties!
Alright, let's see. What's over here? Anything? Just a light. Something shiny over here. Alright, let's see if we can move him out of the way. Oh, well, no, you know what? He's got a sword. D-pad, not the right button. Okay. Let's see if we can do some damage here with Bill. I can't do anything. Bill, you're in my way. All right, Bill. Good job, Bill. All right, let's get this.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, where's that roller ball? He's over there. Okay.
Of course there's more of them.
Nope, he heard me. Let's just get on with it. Move. Not coming to help me, huh, Mel? Alright, so let's get Bill to move over here. Oh, hey. That never happened before. I got ambushed. Haha. Alright. Let's actually move over to Mirage. Get rid of this guy. Doggone it. I sometimes forget to change my weapons. Alright, got the sword.
No respect for your elders.
Alright, getting some new things happening on the 4th deck here. And got an extra hit there, still didn't kill. Let's doggone it and switch it back.
Oh, that's nice.
Bandage.
That's right, baby.
Use
Feeling
that
good
there.
now.
Take all that. Alright, so let's move on to the next turn. Oh good, a bandage for him too. Okay. Alright, Mirage. Let's see what happens here. MZLB. Let's take a look. Roller. With their acid pilots, extra vigorous, can charge and strike in one fell swoop. Oh, okay. Let's see, can I use this? Not enough points, huh? Punch you then. I don't think I can get Bill through there anyways. I'm just gonna leave you there, Bill. Alright. This time remember to switch to sword. Or actually go to crowbar.
The name is Mirage, but I sure am real, sweetie.
They tried to ambush you, but you taught them a lesson. Objective complete. Essence of Dread. Alright. So...
That's right, baby. Feeling good now.
use that. And I can't get... Oh wait, that's right. There was something else over here.
Oh, that's nice.
Bill, do you need it? Nope. Well, you kind of do, I guess. Let's have you go pick it up. Take that. Alright, so... lead the way, Mirage. Well, that was a little bit more exciting in that room than I expected. Let's go on to the next room. And they're sitting there right by the door, too. Man. Let's see if I... They're not close enough. Let's see if it happens if they move. Is that hitting you? I can't tell.
I'm killing it.
Got them all. Interesting. So I can keep that weapon. But I can't go that way because there's a fire now. Oh, it went out. Alright. Cool. More scraps and runes. Let's see what we got here. Could go right or go straight. Let's see what happens if I go straight. I found somebody here.
understand it. It never failed before. Now my charges are dead? Probably. I don't even know that.
Let's see. You couldn't have prevented this. Sounds like you need some new friends. Let's do what we can for the survivors.
Let's do what we can for the survivors.
You're right, of course. Let's start with collecting supplies. We'll regroup tomorrow.
Alright. Got the reputation up for that guy. That's pretty good. Let's keep going straight. That probably goes right to where I thought it would. So 44 scraps there. So this is where you have a choice. You can go ahead and sound the horn, which I'm going to do here just for video length time, because we're already almost at 40 minutes. Or you can go back to the ship, which we have to unlock. The right side of the ship, or the bottom part here on the map. But for sake of time, I'm just gonna go ahead and sound this, and I can always come back and search some more on my own. But just to show you that once you sound the horn, you die. This is you dying. So shows you what happened, what people you met, anything you found. Reputation moved up. I didn't find any food because I didn't go searching more in this case. But I do need to feed my peeps.
Thank you.
I'm down to 4, so I need to make sure I collect the next time. So here you can see some of the things I've unlocked, some of the text. And now I can see deck 2, which I was only able to unlock 1. Deck 3, I got 2. And deck 4, I know I didn't get any tomes there, so. And back to the beginning. So this gives you more advice. Okay, talk to Jed, fix your weapons, use some of those scraps to update yourself if you've made it to the next level. And it just counts the days, and you just got to get through the 20 decks and figure out the mysteries of the boat. And that's Dread Nautical. Thanks again to Zen Studios for sending us a copy of this. You can check out more of the stuff that we do here on this channel. We talk about it on our show on the podcast and on the Nintendo Dads. And you can also look us up on Twitch. We also do some videos there. But this is Tim, otherwise known as NeoPrime33, signing off. Check you later.